Here's Colton Schmidt now, standing just outside his own goal line. So we've come upon, and hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through, and we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action with Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. So it'll be first down here after the run.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Ryan on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Play action now. Mariota. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Here's Ryan, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Play action. It's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Ryan. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. On second down, here's Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ryan. And intercepted. making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Finding time. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. To throw is Ryan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get 14 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
That's the way to hit.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns and got him in the lead. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw Mariota. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Mariota now on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Mariota looking for someone to throw to. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
To throw is Mariota. Amir Abdullah, the intended target, and it's third down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Mariota. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They go play action with Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now a first down following that long gain. Ryan wants to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Saints, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to